My name is Michael, also the Northern White Guy, and I wanted to talk to you today about an article I found on the BBC where boys have been banned from playing netball at the Sports Festival, which is a Welsh national sports festival. This is my response to it. I'm not a anti-feminist. I wouldn't class myself as someone that would actively try and shut down feminism, but I can tell when it's gone too far. Exhibit fucking A. So, this is what's happened basically. The boys have been banned from the National Netball competition, which is part of the National Sports Festival. It takes place in Aberystwyth in May. Now, primary schools were only told 2 weeks ago. It's currently Valentine's Day, meaning that they were probably told at the beginning of February. But it means kids who have trained since probably May last year have only just found out they can't play. Then it's not like there's no one affected. There is people affected, as I will later see. There is 2 kids who are lads who can't play the sport anymore, who were interviewed later. So the organisers, as you can see here, say it was aimed at encouraging more girls to take part, while boys' physical strength sometimes put them at an advantage. Now, I'd like to just take that point and reflect on that individually, separate from the rest of the video. If you are aiming at encouraging more girls to take part in sport, why would that then make you get rid of the boys in the sport? To me, there's no correlation. It's like X, Y, no correlation whatsoever. Because where is the correlation? And then the part where it's boys' physical strength puts them at an advantage, right, it does, okay? Lads, on average, are stronger than girls. Alright? Simple fact. However, mixed gender sports do happen. Why can't they be allowed? Why aren't they allowed? Why can't, have boys and girls playing together against a team of boys and girls? That makes no sense as to why not. It's a very lame excuse, basically. So, as part of the article, they interviewed some students from this school here. This school I am not going to pronounce because my Welsh doesn't exist. They won the county competition for Conwy, and they competed in the national competition last year. And some pupils have been interviewed. They've criticised it, as you can see. Mason, who's 10 here, who has 10 times more intelligence than anyone on the organising board of the Sports Festival, has said netball isn't just for girls, it's for boys and girls. A fairly valid statement. You can't really argue with it. If you do, you're a bit of a tit. And then he goes on to say, if they're taking away netball from the girls, why don't they take a sport away from the girls? Riley, who's 10, said that the move deprived boys of a new sport. He's a football person, as he says, but he wants to try something different. Now, that's something I grew up hating sport, because sport to me was football, rugby or hockey, and I didn't enjoy any of those. I now do enjoy football, but when I was younger, I hated it. I wanted to play table tennis, badminton, tennis. I was a really big fan of racket sports. That's what I enjoyed doing. But so this kid, but they were the girls. They were girly sports, Whereas, we got Riley here, who's sort of a football person, but wanted to try netball. I tried netball when I was about, 15, 16. I really enjoyed it. It was a good sport. I was rubbish at it, but it was good fun. And then Florence here has put just a very simple point. If the girls are still allowed to play football, why can't the boys play netball? These are all 10-year-olds, and if you take 10 and you times it by the 3 of them, you probably get the IQ of the combined intellect of the National Sports Festival. So here's a statement saying, there is a significant gender gap in sports participation between boys and girls, which there is. It's an issue, we need to tackle it. It's good. Tackling it. Great, you're making leaps in the right direction, and then you take 20 steps backwards by trying to justify what you've said there. Through offering an all-girls tournament with a clear pathway for continued participation, we are actively taking steps to close the gender gap in sports participation. So by widening the gender gap, we are closing the gender gap. I think you forgot to put on your thinking hat. Just a thought, maybe? So, this is a pretty short video, and I thought I'd just give a bit of a response to this Reddit article. I read it on Facebook originally, and then I look at the actual article later on, and it was one that I felt was really quite odd that this was the path they'd come to for trying to deal with the gender imbalance in sport, which is an issue that obviously we need to tackle, and I agree with tackling it. But I was like, I'm not alone in the opinion either. I shared it with a few of my friends. They shared a similar opinion to me. They were like, yeah, this is awful. Why are they doing this? This makes very little sense. And yeah, it makes very little sense. I can't disagree with that. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't. Because this topic is awful. Why are we banning people from doing stuff in an attempt to make other people do that stuff? It doesn't work. The logic isn't there. But feel free to leave your opinions if you have any, and if there's anyone actually watching, in the comments below. Drop a like or a dislike. Let me know what you think. I like either. I'll take it. And subscribe if you fancy. If you're new around here, you probably are. No one else is here yet, so you're probably first. Congratulations if you are. Don't comment it. Yeah, also, I've put a link down below to my SoundCloud if you fancy checking that out. I just make sort of the occasional music every now and again. So, I hope you have a really nice day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.